everyone. I have a trailer park for you today, and I had such an interesting time doing this. Believe it or not, trying to get a trailer park up and going is not the easiest thing in the world. However, um, I did it, and I think they all turned out really cool. I will say the very first trailer, I was not or am not able to show you the build on because when I did that, I was still having uh, issues with my computer. But that's all been fixed so far. We'll find out, as I keep going. But I have some pictures for you guys at the end, so you'll be able to see that. So anyway, you can see it's still a little choppy, so I tried to show some of what I did, but it didn't work. So you at least have an idea of, you're going to see it there next to this build. But with that first one, I did want to make it like an older-ish trailer, and I pictured maybe there either was an older couple living there, or now it is an older gentleman whose wife's passed away, but they both live there. So that's how I kind of decorated that first one. The second one is a single mother with 2 kids, and she's a busy woman. She doesn't have time for nonsense. Or, really organizing and cleaning. However, I didn't clutter this up too much, okay? But that's just kind of how I was picturing her. Doesn't have a lot of money, so very basic stuff is in this trailer. I think that point gets crossed in how I decorated it, and I really do like how it turned out. I know I say that about a lot of my builds, to be honest. There are some where, I've worked on them in the past. I've been fairly lucky since I started recording these that I think I just take a little more time to make them look, how I want, where before when I wasn't doing the YouTube channel, I would just kind of go, okay, it's good enough. So, because I really could spend, days on something if I was allowed to or allowed myself to. So the other thing is this lot does use multiple packs. I'd apologize, but it is what it is. It's the nature of these builds. Yeah, I am working on more pack specific builds. So look for those. In fact, the Friday video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. It is not going to be a speed build. I have a little, fun thing I've been working on, and it's something that you guys can make your own. I'm going to put it that way. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when that video goes live. Okay, it's not a big secret. I post my videos every week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. But I'd still like for you to subscribe. Anyway, I promise I'm going to stop asking that all the time. Okay, I don't do it all the time. But back to this build. We'll get to that now. I did, like I said, put a little bit of clutter in it. I hope it has a homey feel. I want this to be kind of that maybe working class single mom who is still trying to make it a nice home with what she can afford. I have no idea exactly what cost what. I did try to stay at the lower end for most of it. Um, but I didn't look to see how much, the lot was or anything because the each trailer is different. So the other thing is I based this trailer park off of the trailer park my sister lived in and one that I lived in as well. So yeah, I just really based it off my own experience. Um, so anyway, we're getting into the boys' room for this trailer. Again, they got bunk beds. They're stuck sharing a room. Um, you know, Mom can't afford a bigger trailer, so but they're happy. They like how they live, and that's what really matters, right? So anyway, with this part, I put a lot of like cheaper clutter. Okay, so for this second, or sorry, I've lost count. For this trailer, I pictured this being two maybe bachelor roommates that either just starting out or maybe like one is somewhat of a professional and maybe the other is like a local college student renting a room. I don't know if you can actually play that out with the for rent back or not, being this would be a rental and a rental. So you'd probably just have to move in a couple of people. Or it'd be a good little trailer for another small family. Um, it is again kind of, cheaper starter things, but keep in mind as we go through this part of the build it's kind of for two early 20 somethings males was kind of who I decorated this for. And I actually like it. I think it fits that scenario very well. I do want to point out with this, the bathroom was not my video skipping. I copy and pasted a bathroom from another build. Or another build on the lot. Just because, it's going to end up the same thing anyway. So I did, customize it a little bit for this trailer. But didn't talk about that room too much. Again, that guy's the more professional, and so he has a few more things. Where this guy pictured as maybe a college student renting out this room from a friend or something, and so his kind of reflects that a little bit, and I think it fits that vibe very well. And just adding in some curtains here. I really wanted to do a little bit more with this build, and make it look a little like hodgepodge, because in my mind that's kind of how early 20 somethings can be. And I think I pulled it off. So I'm pretty happy with it. I did put the shelf in, put a bunch of clutter on it, and really made it, an interesting little trailer. So this trailer, I made kind of the more upgraded trailer. That's the word I was looking for. And it's definitely upgraded. I had a little bit of trouble doing the floor plan on this one, but I got it figured out in the end. And I do like how the floor plan turned out. Now, keep in mind, again, this is upgraded, more modern trailers you can get. I guess now they're really called manufactured homes. And that's what I went with this one. So maybe there was like an older trailer that was here and they moved this onto the lot recently. So nicer cabinetry, nicer windows, nicer everything in this build. I also tried to make this one a little more like bigger windows, nicer windows, but still have that trailer look. I've toured some that are just they're awesome homes, really. I think the stigma of living in a manufactured mobile trailer, whatever you want to call it, home, has really decreased quite a bit, and I love it. I think these homes are actually very well built, and in most cases, believe it or not, better built than regular stick homes. And I say that from, working at a construction company for 2 years. So I'm not coming from that as, just shooting out hot air. I promise. But I'm not sure right now if my video is actually jumping or if it's just my rendering right now is acting up. But if it was, I apologize for not mentioning it. At this point, I'm sure you guys have figured out that my videos are not going to be smooth for a little bit. I am almost to the end of the videos I recorded earlier this month. And that's the good news. So the other good news is that I am literally going to be recording Friday's video tomorrow, probably, because we're already going on almost 7 o'clock tonight, and I'm starting to get tired. But yeah, I'm gonna do that one a little bit differently. I think I said that, and yeah, and hopefully it'll all work out okay. I've switched from what I was using to do the voiceovers to something else, and also what I was using to record my builds to something else. And I'm hoping that'll help. It's not as heavy duty on my computer as the other program was. So, fingers crossed. All right, so as you can see, this is definitely more of an upgraded trailer build, and I really like it. Again, this whole lot uses so many different packs, but the good news is if you don't have the packs, the game should replace it with something that should work. The only thing that you may have an issue with is the sectional in the living room, but a couple of different sofas and then a table in the corner where the corner piece is should work. And that's the nice thing with The Sims. It doesn't just delete it if it's not available. It usually tries to find something that will work. And then if it can't, that's when it deletes it. But most of this should be pretty easy for the game to replace. So yeah, I really like these bedrooms in here. I think to me it says, more middle class with some money that lives in a trailer. The other thing was maybe this is the, trailer park owner. If you want to go that route. If not, it's just a nicer trailer to rent. And I put tons of stuff. Like I said, they're not hurting for money, and so they have all the stuff. I also made it a double wide so that it'd be technically a double wide. It's not a true double wide. If you look at it and compare it to the other trailers, it is not twice the size. I thought about it, but I wanted more space between the trailers, so I didn't quite have room to make it a true double wide, but it still works. The other thing that I really do like about this is because it had more upgraded, I was able to do a little more with it, play around a little more with it. I did put carpet in the bedrooms, just because, yes, it's a trailer and it's a nice one, but that doesn't mean that it's all hardwood floors throughout. And I'm trying to use more carpet and some stuff just because that can be a little bit cheaper. However, that being said, The Sims 4 only has so many carpet swatches and options, and yeah, they need more. That's what I'm saying. So with this bathroom, I love this little shelf thing I did. Not my, I didn't come up with that. I stole it from somebody else. I believe it was on a Little Simsy stream that somebody had done that. So I'm not sure who it was, and I didn't have time to go back and try to find out who did it and give them credit. But that is an awesome idea, and I stole it. So, yeah. Anyway, so I did put this nice big tub in the bathroom too, because if you've been in these manufactured homes or the trailers, they all have these big tubs. They really do. I swear. It's crazy. So that's why that's there. I also use the Home Chef Hustle kit in this kitchen. So it's got the waffle maker and the mixer, and like I said, in my mind, this is the family with some money, and maybe, mom only works part-time, or dad, works part-time and loves to cook, whatever. But I thought that would add a little bit to the kitchen area. And then I put in this fun little shelf, and I really wanted it to be, where their coats are stored. So I found clothing that I thought kind of worked. I really wish they'd give us like an outdoor wear option. And then just kind of hung it in there to make it look like something's there. Uh, and then just kind of filled in the shelving. I really like these rounded shelves. I wish that they had two different ones so they'd have different things in them, but that's okay. I mean, they kind of do, but it still looks good. I like it. I did struggle a little bit with trying to get stuff into these shelves, but I've done it a few times with this shelf, and I think I've figured out mostly how to do it. And then, like I said, I wanted to make this more of an outdoory, that's their coat rack stuff. All right, and then just putting in some more clutter around the house, and adding some things in the dining area, and just creating that homey feel. I had fun decorating this one. I'll be honest though, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch over soon to just a regular house because I've been doing multiple building apartments, townhomes, all that. But I keep reminding myself that, the week I have to do coming up is literally the week after the new pack comes out. So yeah, I'm going to be spending that weekend probably trying to get a whole bunch of videos, or a couple of videos done for the next week. I'm going to probably not try to post extra. I don't know if I'm going to have the time. But if I can, I will. Part of me was excited because I was ahead of time with all of my videos, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a whole bunch done this week, and maybe I can post a couple of extra ones, during the holidays, and I didn't do a whole lot of building this week. So yeah. I think I needed the break though. It was Thanksgiving week, but my family did our Thanksgiving the weekend before, so I don't even have that excuse. I think I just needed a creative break. And it helped because I started doing some fun stuff toward the end of the week. All right, so now I'm just kind of going through terrain paint, putting some stuff outside, kind of making this look like it's, it's lived in trailer park. For this lot, you enter from the side that this double wide trailer is at, so that's why there's kind of like a path that leads over there. But in my mind, they actually, enter the trailer park from the other side, I didn't put cars in here because, it's one of those things where it's like, if, you want to, go ahead and put them in. But I thought it'd be better to just have the, couple of bikes and, where the kids were and just kind of leave it at that. And then if you guys want to put in all that stuff, you can. I did decide the guy in the end, he's going to keep up his wife's garden because, in memory of her. Okay. Yes, I have these whole backstories. All right, so we reached the end of the build and let me show you what it all looks like. I hope you enjoyed watching this build. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'll probably do some more trailer parks in the future. Not sure how soon, but sometime soon. All right. Again, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more builds like this. You guys have a wonderful day now. Bye.